What's going on, guys? I wanted to do a quick update for Lightning Overdrive for the deck profile. I'm going to also talk a little bit about Drytron and an upcoming event. So in Houston, there is a 2-case tournament happening next Saturday. So I'm expecting like 100, maybe 150 people are going to be going to this. So it's basically like a regional, which we haven't had since I started playing and since COVID. So I just want to go over sort of the differences of what I'm doing with the deck compared to what I had last month, because now that Tri Brigade and Drytron are big decks in the format, I'm making some adjustments. So let's start out with the hand traps, which is what has changed the most. We are running 3 Droll in the main deck. I think Droll is a good call here, just a straight main. It destroys Drytron. It's okay. It's good against the mirror match, and it's okay against Tri Brigade, depending on their hand. Like if they desires, then Droll stops them from searching with Tinky. If they Tinky, then that stops a future desires, and as well as any of these combinations stops them from, you know, fixing their hand with Ferret, Blossom, and also with searching the Revolt. So I'm opting to make a call to just main deck the Drolls in this big tournament that's coming up. Another big thing I'm doing, because I'm also expecting Drolls to be main decked a lot, is I'm main decking the Gammas. Just to catch Drolls or like Lancias that people might be main decking for whenever like a Chaos Space. If they have Ash, Lancia, or Droll, they're going to hit there, and then Gamma saves that from going off, and then I can just pop off real hard on turn 1. So I think the Gamma is an important meta call here. And then other than that, I'm still running like before the 3 Dark Ruler and 2 Triple Tactics. So these are all of my hand traps / going second cards. I'm running more this time around because it's going to be a long tournament, and I don't want to make my deck a dice roll deck. I want to be able to actually be able to win this tournament off the merit of the deck. Besides that, we have the standard 3 Safers for starters, as well as a black metal with red eyes, and then I'm doing only 2 tidings with the chamber. I know I was talking about in the last profile how much 3 tiding is good, but I had to make room for all these hand traps because it's a larger event. I've been winning the last 5 weeks at my local, which has about 20-25 people, and I've won 4 of the last 5 with that previous build. But now that Lightning Overdrive is here, and it's a big tournament, I had to make those consistency adjustments, especially for accounting with going second in such a large tournament. Besides that, moving on to the rocket package, it's the same as it has been. It's 2 Tracer, 1 Recharger, 2 Rocket Synchron, and then Router with Nocto to discard off Safert, 3 Quick Launch, and a Boot Sector Launch. So this is all standard stuff. It's just the absolute minimum rocket package to conserve on space. Then we have the Chaos stuff, so 3 Chaos Space, Black and White Dragon, Brotar, and Levianeer. Again, this is all just standard Dragon Link build stuff. And then the other cards, which are the Legacy Guard Dragons and the Ravine. This total is 42, and I would like to cut that down, but I'm not sure what I want to cut out yet. I really want to run all those hand traps, but I might have to cut down like the 2 Dark Ruler, or maybe just cut the Triple Tactic Talents. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that yet, but this is a 42 card list that I'm still working on exactly what the final list is going to be. The extra deck has literally not changed. It is 3 Striker Dragon, OP Pisty, 2 Seals, Halki, Romulus, Quad Boral, Savage, Appaloosa, Royal Sword, Savage, Chaos Ruler, and Hot Red. It is literally the same as it was before. I'm not going to really go into it because the last video did. So if you want any more details on this sort of main deck, go ahead and go to the video of the May deck profile. It's pretty much the same. It's mostly the hand traps that change. Side deck wise, it has changed a little bit. So we're still siding Lancia. I was considering maining Lancia siding Drolls, but Lancia is like not good at all against Drytron, which I'm expecting there to be a lot of. And it's only okay against Dragon Link. It just depends on the hand and everything. But it is a light, which is the reason why I kind of want to run it over Droll. But Droll, I think, is a better call overall for the main deck. So this is in the side deck. This is tentative, but I'm thinking about doing 2 bells so that I can side that for the Tri-Brigade and even the Drytron matchup. Mostly the Tri-Brigade so that I can stop the Revolt play and then push through and just O2K. And then I'm running 2 Alpha over Nibiru just because I already run Dark Rulers and things like that. I would rather try to push through the board they're going to make rather than just stopping them from making it. This is also significantly better against the mirror match as well, so I need to have something in there for that. I have 3 Twin Twisters. I'm thinking about cutting one of these to make it a Called by the Grave for going first, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. So 3 Twin Twister at the moment, 2 Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, and then I'm running Imperial Order and Red Reboot. This side deck has been working really well for me the last few weeks. It used to be Phantasme in the side deck for a little while, but I'm just cutting the Phantasmes for room at this point. So yeah, that's the deck profile for Dragon Link, and I'm not really sure. I'm not sold on how to cut my main deck down to 42, but I do think that Gamma and Droll is the right call. It's going to hurt not running Ash like I did before. Is going to hurt my Prank Kid matchup, but I think every other matchup is better for that hand trap lineup. So we'll see how we do. I'll be doing probably a video / tournament report at the end of it if I don't just X2 scrub out of it quickly. So yeah, keep an eye out for that video. I do want to go over Drytrons a little bit, mostly because I'm still new to this deck. There's a couple proxies in this list, these cards I'm about to do, because they're on the way here. I ordered them, so I'm not super comfortable with this deck yet. I'm still working on it, but I will be making a combo video in the future once I have mastered the combos like I have with Dragon Link. But just for the preliminary deck is going to be Alpha, 3 Alpha, 3 Zeta, and I think you run 1 Gamma and that's it. I don't think you should run Delta, at least with my current testing, because I run Pot of Prosperity, but I'll go over that when we get there. But I think these are more than enough names, because with all the searching that you can do, I think that's the optimal way to minimize the package, just like you do with Rockets in Dragon Link. Besides that, you definitely run 3 Diviner. This card is so good, you want to open it all the time. Like, you got to run 3 of this. I'm currently doing 2 Eva. I do know some lists have been cutting it to 1, but at the moment I'm doing 2. I haven't tested the deck enough to know if 2 is bad, but 2 seems like a good number. I'm also main decking the 1 Lancia. This is more so for when I go first, so I can just search it against like Tri-Brigade or Dinos or anything else that it's kind of good against. So I just want to have that option for when I go first, and then I side deck the other ones. Then I have 3 Drolls. These are proxies because they're in my actual deck. 3 Orange Light. I know people have been cutting this down to 2, but I think you should run 3. I'm going to go over this in a minute when I get to Pot of Prosperity, but I'm running 3 of this. And then I'm running kind of the minimum ritual package, which is Ultimateless, Cyber Angel, Natasha, waiting for her to get in the mail, Idaten, and I'm not sold on running the big Drytron guy, but I have him in here right now. This list is 41 cards, so this is kind of the 41st card. I'm just testing it right now, but this is helpful for whenever you get drolled. You can still make a play by sending this with Mu Beta and then summoning off of it. So I'm summoning him out. But I'm not completely sold if it should be in the main deck or not. So yeah, that's the monster lineup for the Drytron deck. And then moving on to the spells, I'm running Dark Ruler no more. I don't have droplets, but droplets are definitely better in this deck than Dark Ruler, just because discarding the Drytrons is like not even a discard, because they just bring themselves out as if they were in your hand. But I don't own droplets, and I'm not planning on buying them until they get reprinted, since it's so close to now. But yeah, Dark Ruler / droplets in this slot. You run 3 Nova, of course. At the moment, I'm running 2 of the Ritual. I know you can get away with 1, but I don't know. 2 feels right, so that you can hard open it, so that if you get drolled, it doesn't hurt as bad. But I'm not sure if it should be 1 or 2. But 2 seems like a good idea, just so you can hard open it and you're not having to commit as much to getting drolled. So 3 Cyber Emergency, because I am running the lowest number of Drytrons. I need to be able to search out the piece I need. I'm also running Called By, Instant Fusion, and Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial just turns, it's another Nova, just turns into a Drytron. And then Instant Fusion Called By helped me get out of droll hits. And then that's also why I think you run 3 Pot of Prosperity. The third one's in another deck that I have. I think that you run Pot of Prosperity in this deck simply because of droll. If you run 3 Orange Light, Called By, Instant Fusion, then when you Pot of Prosperity, there's a decent chance, if you didn't already open it, that you can get to an Orange Light, or to a Fairy if you already have Orange Light, or to Called By, or something to help mitigate the droll hit. I think you have to run this, and you would, this deck, like I said, is 41 cards, and you run 40 cards so that you maximize the odds of you opening Instant Fusion, Called By, Pot of Prosperity into Called By, or into an Orange Light combination, so that you don't get drolled, and then you just combo straight through the droll. This seems like it's really good, and I don't know why people are shying away from it a little bit. Pot of Prosperity seems like a must-have in this deck, just so you don't lose to droll. This is very tentative, the extra deck is, but here's the extra deck. I'm waiting for my Millennium Miles to come in for my Instant Fusion, which is the main reason why I haven't been playing the deck yet. And then I'm running one in one of these. There are arguments to run 2 Herald instead of Intis because you have Black Rose, which is usually, if you're going to Intis, you probably could have Black Rose instead. So I'm not sure if this should be 2 Herald or not, but I'm just running 1 in 1 at the moment. Then you run the important ones for combo, which is Mew Beta and Beatrice. I only have 1 Mew Beta at the moment in here. I don't know if it should be 2 yet or not. The Zeus package is 1 Assembled Nightingale. I'm running Downward and then Zeus, which will allow you to go into a 4 material Zeus by having the Downward, just in case you have to make that play. As far as links, you definitely run Link Rebo, IP, Phoenix, and Unicorn to rev up into access code, which I'm also waiting for. You definitely run that engine, and then at the moment I have the Herald of Mirage lights in here. I don't know how good or bad this card is. It seems like, from what I've tested so far, that you mostly just go to IP Masquerena all the time. So one interesting thing that this could be is the Link 5 from Blazing Vortex. I can't think of the name of it, where you use one of their monsters. That's not a bad combo because it turns off monster effects on the field. But I think this is the slot that's most cuttable in the extra deck, besides the debate between these two and possibly the Downward Magician. But running the Downward helps your Zeus play get a lot stronger, so I'm not really sure. I haven't tested this deck incredibly a lot, just a little bit. But I wish I had all the cards so I could start playing it like at tournaments and my locals and kind of getting used to running the deck. My sort of thrown together tentative side deck at the moment for this deck is 3 Nibiru, the other 2 Lancia, Vanity's Ruler, triple Tactics, Lightning, Storm, Harpies, triple Evenly Matched, and Red Reboot. But again, I'm not an expert on this deck. I'm just kind of giving a general profile of what the deck could look like, just for anyone who's interested in sort of my opinion on any of this stuff. But I do have a lot of testing and learning to do to kind of get there and figure out what's best. But yeah, just wanted to give an update since Lightning Overdrive did definitely change the meta, at least in the sense of what decks are going to likely be in a big event. And so I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll be working on the new Drytron deck to get a combo tutorial out at some point whenever I've committed the time to learning it. And I'll let you know how I did in the tournament. So thanks for checking out this video, and have a great day.